Everybody, Astro's here, and before I get into this tutorial, I wanted to adjust some things. So, I don't know, I've been just going through some personal stuff, and ultimately I've decided that I want to kind of hold down on the community designing, which means like I would just take requests and design for free for people. Just want to wait till I'm done with just school and everything, and I'll be doing community designs, for everybody, for whoever, in this summer. So yeah, I've been asked to make a tutorial for a cool banner. It's simple but really dope, kind of like this in Photoshop. So you'll be needing, if you want to make it exactly like mine, you'll be needing, you'll be needing 3 programs, 2 of which are not really required. Photoshop is pretty much required, and if you want 3D text, the best way to do it is Cinema 4D. And then if you want like a really cool finish on it, you can go and get yourself Magic Bullet Looks, which is a plugin for Photoshop and Vegas, and just basically a filter plugin for anything. So yeah, look up those for free. But yeah, let's get this started. Hold up, 1 second. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was the background. I didn't want to accidentally delete it. So that's what the finished. That's what I just whipped up in like 10-15 minutes. So let's walk y'all through it. I probably should not have deleted that metal texture. But yeah, so I got a background of the Suicide Boys, probably 2 favorite rappers right now. You want to get a really good picture that's not really a square. You want to be kind of rectangular wallpaper. So let's say you're into cars. So I'll look up a Lamborghini. Probably find a really cool image like that. A really good way. Okay. Well, okay, you see how that's not really... Okay, no, that is a good image. That's not a good image for a Photoshop, or I'm sorry, for a YouTube background, because it's not really that big. Hold up. That's not, because it's really small because of the crap dimensions, crap quality. An easier way to do this is Tools, go to Size, and then you can pick out your size here. You can have it larger than or exactly some dimensions. So that's really easy if you want to do that. But I found a good picture, a pretty cool picture. As you can see, it's not perfect. It's not perfectly proportional. Here's the size of it. I could easily do that, but it would look awful. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I did was I stretched it out till I got Scrim and Ruby. I got a good size of them. I don't know how to put this. Like I sized it out to my likings, is what I'm trying to say. And then I created a layer and put the layer underneath. And the layer is the same color as this little border I made right here. So it looks kind of dope. Like it kind of blends in, Alright. So you can just make a banner and then just put words on it. But in my opinion, just adding small little details adds up and makes it look really cool. So to start off, this picture already has a filter on it. It's got kind of like a moody filter whenever it was published, so that's really dope. I don't have to do that, and I think the picture looks cool, which is why I chose it. You don't have to do that, obviously. So what I like to do, you don't have to do, obviously, but what I like to do is get a metal texture. I really like the way that looks. I did it right here. Someone asked me to make one like this, to make a banner like this, and I used them. This actually the same metal texture. So I'm going to be using that. We're going to paste it over our background. And I have two rectangles on top of the YouTube. Like this is like the safe zone. This is like what's going to be seen for your banner. You can look up the dimensions and cover up the not safe zones. So yeah, we have the layer 3 there. I'm going to put it to overlay. And as you can see, it looks kind of cool, but it looks you can like too much metal texture, so I'm going to lower the opacity down to but right there, that's kind of cool. And then what I did was just got an eraser. The hardness is probably at 0. Nope, it's at 100. I like to lower it down just because it kind of, I don't know, fades and looks kind of dope. Just erase right there. Okay. Now we're gonna get the text. There are many ways you can get 3D text. You can download like a 3D text template for Cinema 4D, which is probably the easiest, but I'm going to show you just how I do it. So I'm going to choose, not Ubuntu, I use that font a lot. I'm going to use probably Nexa, because that font is really cool. Nexa Bold. Strokes, GFX. Actually, no. Okay. You don't have to make it one layer. You can make it 2 layers. Like and then you can like size it up. Like I think this picture is perfect because the text can go right through Screamin' Ruby, who are the rappers, by the way. So yeah, that looks really cool. So I'm like sizing it out, kind of getting a feel. You don't, if you want to edit this specific text differently than this one, I suggest making the 2 words you're using 2 different layers. But for this case, I'm not, for time's sake. So I'm just gonna make it 1 layer. I like the rasterized type. It's a good habit to get into because it's annoying whenever you keep forgetting to do it. So I'm gonna hit, what is it? Command. It's Command on Mac, Control on PC. You want to hit the little preview bar. I don't know what that's called. Where my mouse is. You want to hit that, and then everything should be, the freaking borders, the perimeter should be highlighted. You want to go to Paths. You want to hit this little, I don't know what you call it. It's like a little reticle thing. Make work path for selection. It's down here. Hit that. So yeah, that's selected. You're going to go to File, Export, Paths to Illustrator, name it something. I probably have a million files, so I'm just going to name it AGFX1, save, then just get rid of that layer, go to Cinema 4D, which is right here, and open. That's the 3D text template I use, but you can't really edit the way it looks that easy, so this is the way I like to do it. I'm going to open up AGFX. Alright, cool. So to make it 3D, we're going to go up here with this little, looks like a spear inside of a transparent cube. I'm going to hold it down. We're going to go to Extrude NURBS. We're going to click Hierarchical. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's really important. It won't work if you don't do that. I forgot that and spent like 30 minutes wondering what I did wrong. Then we're going to select the text, and we're going to drag it to where the arrow is pointing down at the box. Bam, it's 3D. Change the depth. That's what, like, the 3D, for lack of a better term, the 3D-ness, like where my mouse is, that's the depth. We're going to go to Extrude NURBS, and if it's like a logo, I suggest make it like 150 to 200, but if it's text, I say 120. It's, at the end of the day, it's your preference. Shit, that's not what I meant to do. So that's what I meant to do. Why do I like that, you know? And then you would click Extrude NURBS. You would click where's the button I'm looking for? That one. That one. I'm trying to find the rotate button. I don't know what the heck is up. Anyways, make it like 130. Cool. So we're gonna select. We're gonna drag and select both of them. We're gonna copy them. Command copy or Control copy, or I mean C. Command or Control C, depending what operating system you have. I'm gonna put this download link in the description. I'm gonna go to Robbie's Lightroom. It takes like 5 seconds. We're gonna go here, Command or Control V for paste. And this little spear is here. I don't know why I clicked that button earlier, and this spear, which lets you change or rotate it, was not there. I hit that to move it. The little mouse in a circle. Yep, and now it's gone. I don't know what the diddly heck is up. Maybe I was selected. Yeah, I was selected on the wrong thing. And then the Lightroom is makes the background transparent. Also gives it light, so it's not like gray and boring and dull. So this is all about perspective. The way you render it is the way you're looking at it. So we click this little movie clip thing, and that's what it would look like. I don't really like that, so I'm just going to click away. I'm going to rotate it, right click. Let's preview it again. Nope, that's too much. On the right axis, don't even want that to finish rendering. That's how bad it was. That's how trash I am. Is that good? Okay, I'm just going to do it like one more time. If it's garbage, I'm sorry. Just going to hurry this up for the tutorial's sake. Yeah, that's decent. It's not perfectly. Yeah, you kind of play around that. You can get rulers and make it exact if you want to. A little research, just because OCD. I'm going to edit it just a tad. There we go. Alright, cool. Then we'll click that one to render it. Yay! So this is going to be like our background layer for our 3D text. Select it, right click, save as. Just so, these are the settings that you want. If your settings are different, change them to these. I'm going to hit OK. Save it. I suggest labeling it. It makes your life a lot easier. So I'm going to do T3D for tutorial. And then you want to go and hit your extrude NURBS, select it, select it. You want to go to def, you want to change it to 1. You don't have to do this, but it makes your life a lot easier. So you don't have to go in the Photoshop, use the magic wand tool or the pen tool and select it, and then you can edit it. So you want to change the def to 1, right click, save as, same dance as last time, you're just changing the def to 2D. Like I said, labeling it is a lot easier. So we're done with that. Go back here, File, Place. You can just hit Command or Control O, but this is a lot easier. We're gonna do T, and that I probably should have chosen. Oh no, I didn't. Nope. Sometimes my Mac likes to be petty and not search up files. Did I? Okay, it doesn't really matter if I didn't get it in. Okay, I suggest not resizing it if that happens. File, Place. I'm gonna hit T3D. Bam. And with the 3D bulk layer underneath for convenience purposes. So both of them, Command T, we're going to resize it to our liking. Yeah, it looks pretty dope. So these are just, I was playing around with layer styles, and I made these. I'll give you a second to pause the video and copy the layer style, or you can just like look up Lego layer style. I'm just going to copy and paste it right quick, and here's what I'm rocking with. Got an inner glow, color overlay, and here's the it's just a straight black, 78 opacity. Got a gradient overlay. That's what that is. Got a pattern. The pattern really does not matter. Like yeah, there's really no difference, so don't even worry about the pattern. Then we got a drop shadow. Then a 2D layer. If you're copying and pasting, turn off the color overlay, or this is really not the best document to copy it from because I changed the color. Change the color overlay to like an off-white. That looks cool. Copy layer style. Almost did paste, that would have been bad. Paste layer style. Yeah, looks dope. Then if I wanted to, I could turn off the color overlay and I could duplicate my background layer and paste it and then like to lower the opacity and give it a cool little look. Here's what it would look like. Turn off the color overlay. Create clipping mask. And that's what that would look like. And then I could lower the opacity if I wanted to. That's what I did for my my banner that I got requested. But in this case, I'm not going to do that. So if you want, I mean, you're done. But there's like so much more you can do. You can add text, be like the official YouTube of right there. If you want it to. It's really not that hard, and just and then look up layer styles and just add to it. Just like the more detail, the better. But for time's sake, we're not going to be doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all our layers, and I'm going to hit Command J-A-E. Just get rid of all of these because we don't need them. So I made a copy of all of that. I'm going to Command J, duplication, and this looks kind of trashy. Hold on. Let's erase that. And I know nothing's happening because I duplicated the layer. I don't know where all that came from. Erase that. There we go. So what I did was I went filter, I went blur, and I went motion blur. This is kind of dope. I put it to about 17. So you can see here, it's like a little preview box, but I think it sucks. So you can put 17. You can put more. I think it'll look really cool. Put about maybe 20. Yeah, looks cool. And then you want to get your eraser tool and just erase everything you don't want blurred, like everything you want to see. So his hat, maybe half of his shirt, just because his hair, half of his shirt maybe. Looks really cool. Using the bracket tools to get the eraser smaller, maybe just, I don't know, just a little bit, experiment with it. So that's what I did. And you look up particle textures. So we're going to look that up. Particle texture. I might have to save this, and I'm too lazy for that. I don't know, just play around with it, and then you can look up filters, you can look up overlays, you can look up a lot of stuff. So we're not going to do that, just because I'm too lazy. I'm going to make a new layer, and then get a little brush. What I like to do is, like, the camera flashes, it kind of looks blue. So what I'm going to do, go to blue. I'm going to make my brush. What the heck? I don't know what brush I'm selected on. Oh my goodness. Oh, wrong tool, my bad. This is the tool I was looking for. This one right here. Just select random areas. Maybe the text. And then we're going to lower the opacity down. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. And then I don't know what to do for scrim side because it's kind of dark. So what I did was I chose like an off black, and it looks kind of cool, but I don't know. So we can try that. So new layer. I'm gonna go to. Or I'm sorry, that's Ruby. My bad. Oh, that's not black. That's an off blue. So yeah, that's like an off black. I don't know. I don't know. And just play around with that. So yeah, that's that. Then I'm going to select all my layers. I'm going to hit Command. I'm going to hold Command while I hit these three buttons, J, A, E. And then we're going to go to Magic Bullet Looks to finish it off. I like doing that. So yeah, if you don't have Magic Bullet Looks, you have to download it, like I said, so go look that up. And the reason this is all whack is because I didn't crop this picture. I put a border over everything, so it's okay. Don't freak out. And also, the picture quality looks a lot less. It doesn't look as good in here. It'll look better once you render it out. So I'm just gonna Control New for the look and show y'all what I like to do. I like to add 2 pops. I put one the size 300, and then one I put size 100, and I put 40 pop. So it looks pretty cool. Matte. Let's see what we got here. Diffusion. That looks cool. See, look at that. Kind of smooths it out. And if you're going for like a blue look, or I mean, sorry, if you're going for a specific look, so like if it's cold and you want to make it obvious that it's cold or anything like that, it's island, you can go to warm, cool, and do that. I don't have to do that too often. Lens, you can do a lot of crap here. Anamorphic flare is always dope. Can't really see it that well. That's what I like. I don't like the flare to be that obvious. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna change the threshold a little bit. Just a tad. That looks good. What else can we do? We can do haze, flare if we wanted to. Screw it, man. Why not? And then lens distortion. I don't too much like to do that for YouTube banners because you don't know like what's out of proportion, what's out of the safe zone. So if you're gonna do that, then make sure you do it inverted, I guess. I don't know how to say it, like where the sides are going out, not like that, like the other way. Wouldn't exactly recommend doing it. Camera. I like to do maybe an exposure. That's what you're going for. Then post, chromatic aberration. Do red, cyan 1, blue, yellow, -1. Just play around with that. You can add more, take out, depending on the color scheme, the size of the picture, etc. Curves. This is pretty cool. You have to lower these a tad bit, and then raise these. So yeah, hit enter, see what it looks like. That was the original. Gonna give it a second here. And yeah, that's what it looks like now. It's pretty dope. So yeah, that's like a simple little banner. You can add a lot more. You can always add a lot more. You can get the pen tool. You can like do a little doodle around your text and then fill it. So like you have a custom border, you can crop them out and then add in backgrounds behind them. You can add more particles. You can add more effects and then erase all of this. I could This is pretty cool. What I can do is, I should add a new layer. Kind of, oh, what the heck? That's because I'm on the eraser. Stupid me. Brush tool. Just like, kind of like that. If I want it to. Then for Ruby's side, kind of add black, maybe. Then lower the opacity a little bit. There's just so much you can do. You need to like experiment, find new. I mean, I don't know what I'm thinking. Just experiment, find details, small little details you can add. And I just thought of something right off the bat. If your picture is not like big enough, like how mine was, as you can see right here, it wasn't stretched out. You can, Magic Bullet looks is good for extending the sides, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I helped you a little bit. Hopefully you learned something. Yeah, that's usually how I do my simple banners. Stay tuned for more, and thank you and peace.